Sheila, if you are not familiar with me, and my AKA name is the Grateful Goddess. And with me today is Mr. Incredible. And he's going to help me with this demonstration. We're going to do a little bit of acro yoga, and you might wonder, what in the world does acro yoga have to do with building a business? But after we do it, then I will give you all the analogies as how similar they are. Oh, we've got this down.
We're impressed. Very impressed.
Okay, all the reasons that acro yoga is just like building a business. Number one, it takes trust. And I totally trust Tom has me. And I fully give myself into it. But even more than trusting others, if I could have only trusted myself when I made the decision to join USANA and to join Team Northrop, if I had just said, yes, I made the right decision. But instead, for years and years, I second-guessed myself. I wasn't completely committed. I kept saying, did I make a mistake? And people will pick up on that energy. No matter what you're saying to them, they will feel the energy that you're thinking, I'm not sure if I did the right thing. So what I have to say to you is, you are here, you made the right decision, go with it. Trust yourself. Second, Tom is a very strong man who can base people twice or 3 times my size. But if he isn't in alignment, it's really hard work. So when his joints are stacked on top of each other, there is so much strength to that, and he can do amazing things. But if his arms were a little bit off, there's no way he could hold me or anybody else. So it's that alignment that is so important in acro yoga, and the same is true in this business. We aligned ourselves with Dr. Northrop and Penny and Phil and all of the Northrops because of who they are and what they represent. And they vetted out the company that would be the most in alignment with their beliefs. And since all of us are mind, body, spirit, and believe in healthy and whole lives of freedom and joy, that's the right alignment. Strength. So I said it didn't take as much strength of his in order to hold me up, but it still takes some strength. And you have to have strength, and for me, it's strength in my core. To be able to pull myself up and to do those sorts of things, it's core strength. And what you're going to need in this business is the strength to believe what you believe regardless of what other people think of you, and to go to those core beliefs and those core values that you have. Flexibility. And the flexibility piece is being willing to try new things, willing to do different paths, be coachable, be trainable. Even though you might think and you might be on a path. I remember Elizabeth Ryder telling a story in terms of how she was going to all the chiropractors and trying to build her business through a chiropractor's office. Well, that makes sense. It should have worked, but it wasn't working for her. because authentically she knew she was much more of an online entrepreneur. So when she put her flexibility of, okay, this isn't working, I'm going to try something different, she went with what's authentic to her. And authenticity is so important in this business. People are attracted to you based on what you project, and you have to be strong and to your core. Balance. So you really want to be sure that you are living a balanced life. Again, it's the whole USANA lifestyle. If you are so hardcore, diligent, all about business and work, and you're not having any fun, people might admire you, but they're not going to think it's for them, and they're not going to want to join you because it just looks like too much work. Practice. And so you're not going to be able to get every pose the first time around. And so if you don't practice, if you are afraid of failing, if you're afraid of falling, you're not going to be able to get anywhere. You're going to hold yourself back. So I was going to have Tom drop me, but I didn't like the ground, so I chose not to. But it is part of the process. You will fall. So how can you make falling fun? I chose a really good-looking man so that if I fall on him, I'm okay with that. But what can you do to really, just know that that's part of the process, make it a game, make it fun, be okay with falling or quote-unquote failing. And then living your joy. I love acro yoga. It just lights me up. And when you go out and live your joy, whether it's Nia dancing or yoga or whatever it is, tango dancing, you are all lit up. You are living in joy, and that's what people are attracted to. You're going to meet all kinds of people who are also probably very health conscious and, in alignment with what you're thinking. So again, live in your joy, and last but never least is live in gratitude. We can so often turn the corner from being grateful to, well, they're not doing anything, And so if you just, think about it, how often I'm not being dropped, but I come to expect that. And then when I'm dropped, it's like, hey, what are you doing, But no, it's like, look at how often he doesn't drop me. And that's what I'm grateful for. So wherever you are in your business, be grateful for where you are. And if that's just at the beginning or you've been at it for a while and you're not getting very far, notice how grateful you are for just exactly where you are. Is your health getting better? Are you meeting really interesting people? Are you getting to participate in events like this in which it really fills you up? Then from that space, you can attract and grow a bigger business. So I wanted to be very grateful for Tom.